Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just on my blast. Happy Saturday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get started because I am running a little tardy to the party. Okay, so don't get upset. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is On Your Glow with me, Tantric Lover. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you being here each and every single Sunday. We have two amazing guests on the show today. Before we get to the beautiful guest that we have, I am going to did I say Saturday? Happy Sunday. Don't piss me off. First rule of the stream, don't piss me off. All right. You know what I'm saying? Stop. Anyways, so this is On Your Glow with me, Tantric Lover. Happy Sunday. Welcome. Thank you for being here each and every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern for Own Your Glow. Before I get to my two amazing guests that I have scheduled for the show, let's go over some rules. I got a little topic. And yeah, we're going to get to it. First rule of the stream, no trolling. Okay, absolutely no trolling. This is a high vibrational stream. It's glow time. Okay, it's glow time. So we're here to glow. There's no trolling, no troll. There's no trolling in this stream. Second rule of the stream, there's no cursing by either me or my two guests that I will be having today. So that's that. Third thing of the stream is On Your Glow is for everybody, okay? Glowing and learning how to create high vibrational vibes is for everybody, okay? So at the end of the day, as a man or a woman, if you would, or in between, if you would like to be a guest on my show, make sure you hit me up. Make sure you hit my two amazing admins up, Jazzy God Options and Milgie J. We would love to have you on the show. If you have any questions or anything you want to ask me, send me a message here, send me a message on Instagram. I love talking about anything wellness. Disclaimer, I am not a doctor, physician, dermatologist, or any of the sort. I'm not a medical professional. Everything that you hear on my show today are tips, tricks, and life hacks that have been discovered by me and my guests. With that being said, I have two amazing guests today. I have Merk, I believe his name is, and I also have Mirage Monet that will be joining me today. I'm super excited. We just ended Black History Month, and we are in the best month of the year, okay? Big part March, big Pisces, big energy, big birthday loading up. I'm super excited. So this is good. This is good. This is good. It's not debatable for anybody or for this conversation. Anyways, so with that being said, let's get to it, okay? Before I bring my two guests on, I want to talk about what my form of owning my glow is, as well as why it's so important to figure out what you want to do to own your glow, right? A lot of times people ask me, why do you do this show, Tantric? What's so important about Self-Care Sundays? Self-Care Sundays is exactly what it is. Taking an intentional day to care for yourself. It doesn't even have to be a whole day. It doesn't have to be a whole hour, but taking an intentional moment, an intentional time in your life to love on yourself. It's so, so, so important. I am Tantric. I am the host of Self-Care Sundays, AKA Owning Your Glow. So it's really important to do so. My form of owning my glow is my skincare. Everybody who knows me knows that I love, 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 love my skin, and my goal is to age backwards. So I have made it a very intentional thing that each and every Sunday, with or without this show, that I will do my skincare, and I've been doing it for about 15 to 20 years now. So I absolutely love my skin. I love finding out new products. It just makes me feel good. It's very satisfying, I think is the word to say. So with that being said, we're going to go into a quick routine of what I do. We're going to go into a quick little topic that I decided to talk about today. So as you guys know, I wash my face. My face right now is completely clean. There's no makeup, no nothing on my face right now. How do I do that? Wash my face with one of my favorite facial cleansers right now. It is Maison de Savon. It is green tea and vitamin C. It is a brightening facial cleanser. You guys know, whether we're in the summertime, which we're switching seasons. So we're heading to spring. So seasons are switching, which is very important for you guys to know. But as you guys know, I am everything and anything about hydrating and illuminating your skin. As a dark skinned woman, it's very important for me and my brown skin to shine bright. So I like anything that has to do with brightening. So this is a brightening facial cleanser. It's also hydrating, it firms and depuffs your skin, which is all the good things that you want in a facial cleanser. I absolutely love it. I've been using it for a while. This is actually a second bottle that I just purchased because I loved the first one so much. So we go into our facial cleanser. Now, granted, during the week, I typically only do about 2 or 3 steps for my skincare. But like I said, this is an intentional day that I take the time to really love on my face and love on my skin. So there are definitely a lot more steps than just washing your face. After I wash my face with a soft gel like facial cleanser, I like to go in with a deep pore cleanser. It usually has some exfoliation in it. This is Spascription's turmeric exfoliating facial scrub. It is amazing. It scrubs the skin, cleans and unclogs pores. This is what we need. Now, for my facial cleanser, I just use a ceramic brush to wash off it's a very gentle ceramic brush that I use to wash off the dirt. But for my deep pore cleanser, I like to get a little interesting. And I use my go-to tool. If you guys know one thing about me, I always promote this tool because this is one of the most important things of my skincare routine. This is an ultrasonic sound scrubber. It's also known as a face spatula. This, as you can see, has been used and abused. I use this every single week. I love it. Okay, if you do not have this in your routine, you are not giving your face enough cleanliness that it deserves. Okay, this is so amazing. I love this tool. Make sure you check it out. Again, if you are interested in anything that you see here, hit me with a favorite. Go add me on Instagram, fave me there. And then check out my Amazon storefront. You can find most of these products there. I am updating this week, I promise. And then after that, I like to go in with, usually I go in with a my peel off mask as my first mask of the day, but I've been using this and I like it. And so before I go, actually, you know what, I'm wrong. I'm going to go in with my with my peel off mask, which is by Beauty Spot. It's a peel off charcoal, the best. It's a charcoal peel off mask with retinol. I love this mask. It's amazing. It's soft. Disclaimer for peel off masks, make sure that you do a patch test on your skin before trying any kind of peel off mask. I've gotten crazy emails. I've gotten crazy DMs about people who have, used some of the peel off masks I've used over the past couple of years, and they lost their minds because it was too painful. I love a good pool. This is actually on the softer side, so I do recommend this for most people, but make sure that before you do your whole face, you do a patch test, maybe like your cheek or your neck, so that you know that you can survive the pull of this mask. It's very important. After that, I'm gonna go in with this new little mask that I got. I think it's so cute. I got this from Ulta. And I did it like as a tester, but I'm really loving it. It is by Peter Thomas Roth. It's a pumpkin enzyme mask. You can also find this on Amazon. I did, and so I'm updating it onto my mask. It's a 3-in-1 intensive skin resurfacer mask. It exfoliates with pumpkin enzyme. So I'm gonna do this mask after my peel off mask. I could do it before. I should do it before, but I think I'm gonna do it after because I just like the way the pumpkin makes my skin feel. I've been using it, has a good tingle. After that, we go in with our second mask of the day. And as you guys know, I've reduced my mask usage. I used to do like 3 masks. We're not doing that. It's winter. We don't need to. So I'm going in with my Innisfree Super Volcanic Pore Clay Mask. We love a good clay mask. Why? Because it really helps close those pores up. You know what I'm saying? It goes in there and it cleans them out, shuts them up, and it just gives a very tight, very nice finish to any kind of skincare routine that you're doing. So that is why we love a good pore mask. This is my favorite. I was doing the bentonite clay mask, but I actually really like this volcanic pore clay mask. It's really doing what it needs to do. Then we pack it all up, right? You have to make sure that after you do all of that stuff to your skin, you got to love on your skin. So by that, we got to cleanse the palate. And by doing that, you need to get a really, really, really good toner. Right now, I'm using the Han Link Vitamin C Hydrating Toner. It's a daily skincare vitamin C face toner. It has niacinamide and collagen. As you can see, it's almost done. I am obsessed with this toner. It's so good. And it does all the things that it needs to do to your face, set your face for serum. After that, we go into with our serums. Now, I came across my For You page is obsessed with skincare, just like I am, and I love it. So I came across this new, it's not a new brand because I already use their deep pore cleansing oil, which I didn't need to use this today because I didn't have any makeup on my face from last night or, but typically if I do have makeup on my skin, I like to use the Anua Heartleaf pore control cleansing oil. This would be the first thing that you do to just get off all that makeup and just start with a clean palette. So they have come out with salmon semen. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but they've come out with salmon semen and they've called it PDRN. Okay. I've used this for 3 or 4 days. Incredible. I haven't updated this to my Amazon storefront yet, but incredible. It's amazing. I can't speak too much on it because I'm still using it, but it's amazing. Okay, so basically we're gonna layer. All right, when I do my serums at the end of my skincare routine, I like to layer. So I like to start off with the lightest serum. So technically that would be these two. This is the Sunjun Naturals Peach and Kojic Acid Brightening Serum. Always, always, always end with a brightening serum. It's so important. It really adds to your glow. And then I'm going to go in with the PDRN Hyaluron Anua 100 Plus Acid Capsule 100 Serum. Okay, there's a lot going on in this, okay? There's a lot going on in this bad boy, okay? So we go in with that. Rise and Glow. And then before we do the cream, because you want to lock in all of your serums with cream, right? So that's what this is. This would be a cream to go with this. But I'm a little fancy, so I like to do a little razzle dazzle. After that, we're going to go in with the holy grail of it all, Korean skincare. This is the Advanced Nail 96 Mucin Power Essence. I love this, but this is more of a thicker serum, so this will go last. Right? And then we close and lock it in with this capsule cream. Absolutely amazing. I've been doing this for, like I said, 3-4 days now. I've noticed the difference and it's added an additional glow. Like I said, I have nothing on my skin right now and I'm glowing. This is crazy. Like, I don't know what's going on. One of these days, you guys are not going to be able to see me anymore because the glow is going to be too bright. And I love this for myself. You guys, if you're now just joining, this is Own Your Glow with me, Tantric Lova. I've just gone over my skincare routine. This is what I like to do to love myself, show myself some self-care. It's really, really important why you do that. Now, before I bring my 2 guests on, I really like to talk about something that somebody brought to my attention. They're like, oh, Tantric, you're always talking about glow, right? You're always talking about glow and wellness and all of this stuff. What exactly does that mean? So I wanted to talk about that because I realized I don't really talk about actual wellness as much as I talk about all of the different things that you do for wellness. So since this is a new season of Own Your Glow, I wanted to make sure that I kind of revisited a lot of old topics that I have talked about in the past, but I haven't talked about in a very long time. Now, I always talk about this, but there are 4 quadrants, excuse me. There are 4 quadrants of wellness. Holistic wellness is often modeled using the 4 quadrants of representation, which is physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health, right? We focus a lot, I think, as a society on physical health, right? And I've been definitely in that mode too, because I am on my transformational journey. So it's very important to be physical. I talk about it all the time. Fat girl feelings is a real thing, right? When you are not working out, when you're not raising your heart rate, you start feeling bad about yourself. You start not to feel as confident or as beautiful or as just pumped up as you should. And you start to have things like fat girl feelings, things starting to bother you that really shouldn't bother you or that normally wouldn't bother you. You start letting negative thoughts creep in. That is not healthy. So it's very important to focus on physical wellness, because physical wellness is attributed to all the other parts of you, right? When you feel good because you're working out, you look in the mirror, you look good, that now goes into the other quadrants of your wellness, right? Which is your mental. When I work out, it's hard to let negativity slip in. One, because during the workout, I'm just focused on the workout and making sure I make it till the end. So there's no room for, there's no room for that. And as I'm working out, I truly like to boost my workouts by affirmations, which is something I've talked about and I can definitely talk about again on a later date. But I like to boost my workouts with affirmations. You got this. You're going to make it to the end. You're amazing. Nobody else can do this but you. So go ahead and get it done, get in there, keep going. Things like that that just help push your mental and push you to the finish line each and every single day. I also like to start my days with affirmations. When you start your day with affirmation, as simple as, thank you for waking me up. This is going to be the best day. I am happy. I am amazing. I am loved. Things like this will boost your mental. I promise you. It sounds silly. It sounds like it's not going to do anything. But the matter of fact is that everything is energy. And when you move energy in a positive way, positive things happen and you attract positive things. So it's very important that you do these things, like I said, especially in the beginning of your day, during times like your workout, when you need an extra boost of confidence and love. The other thing is then emotional support. Emotional wellness is so important and it's very tied in to every single thing else. When you feel good, you give, like when you feel love, you spread love. When you feel hate, you spread hate. So it's really important to focus on your emotional wellness, because what you feel, what you do, then is what you expel, right? And so it works as kind of like a magnet, a back and forth magnet. If I feel love, I will give love. If I feel hate, I'll give hate. And so it's important, and that is why I always say Self-Care Sundays, aka owning your glow, is very, very important for you to really love yourself, pour into your own cup, so that you don't expect, because one thing, especially as women, we think that once we find our other half, our Prince Charming, our whatever, that now all of a sudden I'll feel loved, I'll be loved. No, babes, you have to. It's very important as women, as men, as in betweens, okay? It's very, very important to pour into yourself. No one, and I say this each and every Sunday, no one will love you as much as you love yourself. Nobody. Nobody can love you more than you love yourself. So it's very, very important. And the more you love yourself, the more others will love you. Like I said, what you receive is what you give back. So it's very, very important to take the time, no matter what it is. It has to be positive. So I can't say no matter what it is, because negativity is not self-love and it's not self-care. But it has to be something positive. But no matter what it is, it's very, very important for you to take the time to do those things that make you smile, that make you happy, that make you feel good on the inside, because it will radiate out, right? So it's super important to take the time to do this. That's why I do this each and every Sunday. I feel like a preacher sometimes. I'm not preaching, but I believe it wholeheartedly. So I do come off kind of preachy sometimes. And the last is spiritual health. Like I said, all of these quadrants of wellness are super tied with each other, because what you feel in your spirit, you feel emotionally, you feel mentally, and you feel physically. And so it's really important that no matter what it is, I'm not a religious person like I used to be, but I'm very, very spiritual. I'm very, very intentional. At least I try to be. I'm not perfect. I am human. So I'm trying to make sure that everything I do, whether it's the words that I speak, my actions are very intentional, and that people feel what I'm trying to say. So it's important that as we live our lives, we get older, that we are more intentional with the things that we do. Self-care is an intentional act. It's an intentional act to love yourself. That is why we talk about this each and every Sunday. So it's really, really important. I know that life gets to lifing and we forget these things, but like I said, it's important for us to take the time to show ourselves some love, show ourselves some self-care, and truly just, love ourselves so that other people can love us as well as we love other people. Like I said, it's a cycle and it's just really, really important. Yes, you're welcome. You guys, if you're now just joining, this is Own Your Glow with me, Tantric Glover. Thank you so much for being here. I do this show. I've been doing the show for almost 3 years now. It's been featured for over a year now. Shout out to that. And I'm just so blessed. I'm blessed that you guys come each and every single Sunday. I appreciate both of my admins for being here each and every Sunday. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to my two beautiful guests. If you guys are still here, make sure, please request the box because it's time to start the show. All right, I'm tired of talking. Let's get some action going, okay? Shout out to the top 3 gifters of the stream. Make sure you hit them with a fave. Shout out to Topkin Jewich. I think that's what that says. Token Jewich. Okay. Plushes Sugar Mama. Okay. And Dr. Dimples. Make sure you hit them with a favorite, okay? Let's see. If my guests here, if you guys are here, make sure to request the box. I'm going to start my skincare, which is my form of owning my glow. Like I said, I've already washed my face. So we're going to go to the next step, which is my deep pore cleanser. Emoji, are my guests here? If you guys are not a featured guest of the show, please do not request the box. This time is for featured guests only. Thank you. Hello. Happy Sunday.
I was still in the comments. Hi, everybody.
Hello. It's okay. No worries. We are going to jump right into it. So, Mirage, thank you so much for being here today, by the way.
Thank you.
Tell me what you like to do to own your glow, aka self-care. Show yourself some self-care.
So I love that you kind of touched on this earlier. You said that we don't talk about the wellness part of self-care and self-love, and honestly, that is what inspired me getting in the gym. And I just really have been feeling like self-care is like not only spiritual, not only mental. It's not only like me doing my face care routine because girl, I'm a 6-step girly. Okay, I really think that being in the gym or even just simply incorporating movement into your day every single day can make or break your mood, how you feel about yourself, how you look about yourself. Even just doing like 10K steps a day, that's what I started with. And then now you can't keep me out of the gym. I feel wrong if it's not twice a day. So
okay, well, look, first of all, you speak in my language, child. Everybody knows come work out with me is literally a stream of mine that I was doing intensely for a few months, and now I've definitely lagged a little bit, but that's not here nor there. Let's break it down. So how long have you been in the gym?
I've been in the studio, like dance studio, since like 7, because I've been professional for a long time. So like working out and stuff like that, just not in the gym session, but it was more so like on like dance skills, The gym,
and let's not negate the intensity that comes with being a professional dancer. I have friends who are professional dancers. I've taken dance classes in the past. Child, when I'm saying I'm sweating from pores I didn't even know can sweat, it's intense. So let's not negate that. Like, so you've been a very active girl, but when you decided to be more intentional with your body, with, like you said, you're doing a transformational journey too, what made you decide to like get into the gym, and what's kept you motivated this entire time?
the hard 75. Do the hard 75, guys. Do the hard 75. Figure out what your hard 75 is. Is that you sticking on your diet? Is that you making sure it's a challenge, Radar? It's a challenge. So you take 75 days. Let's say I started today. 75 days, same routine every single day, no excuses. You have to show up for yourself no matter what. If that's you on a treadmill every 30 minutes, fine. Add a diet to it. I'm not going to eat ice cream at 4 a.m. and then go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Then I journaled, and I also made sure that I at least spent an hour with God every single day. That was my hard 75, and I dropped, I think, 35 pounds, and that's when I got hooked. That's when
I love that. 35 pounds in 75 days is intense. Shout out to you. Congratulations. I have definitely come across the hard 75 a few times. It seems a little, I would do a soft. I do a soft 50, you know what I'm saying? Like a medium 50, you know what I'm saying? Because it's intense. I've seen like, yes, so you hit the 4 pillars of wellness while with doing the 75. So you have to pick one thing from each pillar, right? So for physical, like you said, it would be going to the gym. For mental, it would be affirmations or maybe therapy or journaling, like you said. For emotional, it's another thing. So you pick different things, and then they like to add a little intermittent fasting just for a little razzle dazzle. So it's very intense. Congratulations, shout out to you. I love that. I love hearing testimonies about that. So you started with the Hard 75, and now you've been in the gym for over a year, correct?
Yep, we're I think we just came around too.
2 years? Okay, girl, get into it. I love that for you. So why would you tell people, because you definitely told people to do the Hard 75. What was your experience doing it, and why should other people check it out?
I didn't know how much my mentality and my mindset would change over the course of 75 days. And I also excluded all of my vices. And I know on this app, we like to indulge, guys. We like to indulge. But I took all of them out and quit cold turkey on every single thing. And it's like, I just felt like I wasn't even using half of my brain. It just felt different, you know?
Wow, that's intense. That's like the limitless syndrome, right? A lot of times we don't realize that we are not working at our full potential, even if we feel like we're working extremely hard. So that's awesome. I love that for you. So like she said, girl, get into the Hard 75. Don't be, P word. Get into it. I love that for you. Okay, so Hard 75, amazing transformation journey. What else do you like to do to show yourself some self-care and self-love?
I love a good skincare routine right now, guys. I love, let's go to the bathroom really quick. I am absolutely addicted with Glow Melanin and Ava Estelle. Ava Estelle is a UK-based brand, so you may have a hard time getting it right now. But they have an entire skincare program that's for your body and that's for your face. Ava Estelle, I do their body butters, like they're like natural whipped shea body butters. I thought I had one right here, but I don't. Oh, I do. They make them with SPF.
I love a good whipped shea butter.
Yes.
The first time I ever really got into whipped shea butters was actually because of Rihanna and her body butter that she came out with.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. So thick, so just lustrous. And then I actually went to like an African store and they make it like fresh there. I've been obsessed ever since. So
that mango, that cocoa, I want all of it.
You smell good, you feel good, and you feel very moisturized all day, especially if you have dry skin like I do. Really good to leave the lotions alone. Lotions are very cloggy. Yes. And go to like the butters and the oils because they saturate your skin without clogging your pores. So shout out to you for good. So what did you say the name of the brand that you use?
So Ava Estelle is the one for the body. They have, again, the regular whipped shea butters, and then they have the one with SPF for the summer. Okay. Because, for all my melanated queens, we need SPF. Don't let anyone lie to you. And then I use Glow Melanin usually during the day. All their products are natural, and they're turmeric-based, actually. So it helps with that glow. They have like the foam, they have the creams, they have a brightening serum, okay?
I've actually heard of them. I've seen them on my For You page with the, do you have dark inner thighs? Girl, you need some Glow Melanin.
And I told you, I grabbed that bar so fast, y'all. I literally can't get away from it now. I don't use anything else.
A lot of times, these Instagram brands, they claim, their claim to fame is that they work, but then you get it and it doesn't work. Did it work? Did it take away a lot of your dark pigmentation?
It did actually, especially like on your areas that like we do a lot of hair removal, like your armpits, inner thighs, of course, or even like some of our facial. Like if you're a lady who likes to trim this part, sometimes you can get a shadow if you're not taking care of your skin on your face too. So it helped all the way head to toe.
I love that. I love that. Listen, you are definitely someone who speaks to my heart because everything you're talking about. That's girl, I'm here with you. So I love everything that you've been saying. Shout out to a good skincare girly, skincare queen. Thank you for the input with the Glow Melanin and Ava Estelle brand, because I definitely will be checking them out. You guys, if you're not just joining, this is Own Your Glow with me, Tantra Glover. I have Mirage Monet in the box. Make sure you hit her with a favorite right now. You see the vibes, you see the glow, okay? You see the transformation. I love that for you. Tell me one more thing that you like to do to own your glow before I let you get out of here.
I love to create, guys. I'm an artist. So I go back to my roots. I'm having a bad day. I'm going to dance about it. I'm happy. I'm going to dance about it. I'm mad because that dude didn't text me back. He stuck me up on that date. I'm going to dance about it. And just
And
say,
what does that do for you? Because I've actually had somebody else come in here talking about dancing, their form of relieving stress. And I did it one time. I was also a little inebriated, but is getting out of the car at a stop sign when you're feeling it, you're feeling your song is on, it's a red light, get out the car, shake a little butt. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's gonna stop you? I mean, besides the police. um, so what does dancing for you when you're down in the dumps? What does that do for you?
it's like, okay, if you go back to like African dance, African roots and stuff like that, that's literally how we used to grieve. That's how we used to like get through tough emotions, was dance, was music, right? Look at the origins of twerking. You know, I'm mad, I'm sad. I'm not even gonna lie. I got my gospel moment, but the next song is usually look back at it, look back at it, look back at it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Yes, I do sing to you, though. I do
I
sing to
love
you.
that. I'm not gonna lie. I told you when you came in my stream the other day, one of like, I don't know you very well. I have like seen you around, stuff like that, but they posted you one of your dance routines on Streamers TMZ, and I was like, okay, like I loved it. I love your energy. I love your energy when dancing. So I could definitely see you releasing whatever negativity, because when you dance, it shows, your expression show and stuff like that. So I was very impressed. Honestly, even just performing like that on stream has to be very intimidating. So the fact that you have the confidence, to be able to do something like that, shout out to you, kudos. And I love that for you. Like I said, I've heard people talk about dancing being their form of self-care. So that's awesome that it's yours. What's your favorite go-to dance? Is it just shaking a little butt, or is there a specific thing that you like to do?
It's heels all the way, heels, stilettos, and I think it's that because we all have self-confidence, issues or things that we don't like about ourselves, or maybe things that we hear every day. Even if you don't feel confident, you guys move and look at yourself in the mirror. It forces you to accept what you're looking at. And it also gives you different ways to love those things, right? If you love the way you make a certain shape, if you like the way you look from a different angle, you know what I'm saying? It kind of forces you to look at yourself and just take it all in rather than using that time to beat yourself up and deconstruct yourself.
I
So that's
love
what
that.
heels like for me. It makes me feel sexy, powerful, confident.
I've seen the stilettos classes, dance classes and stuff like that. I could barely walk in stilettos. Talk about dance and hop around, but to
Don't
each
teach
their
me.
own. I love that for you. I'm so glad that you have found like a routine that works for you. So definitely definitely. You guys, if you're not just joining, this is On Your Glow with me, Tantric Lover. Make sure you hit Mirage Monet with a favorite. Mirage, what do you have going on in your stream? We're hitting you with a favorite.
Thank you, everybody. Again, thank you, Tantric, for having me. You guys can expect me on stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Sundays. I'm a crack of dawn streamer. So expect me on usually within the hours of like 3 a.m. to like 8 a.m. If I'm alive during the day, just know it's a rarity. I don't really have any like events or anything going on in my stream as of lately. But I will be making a guest appearance on Kawaii's featured show, or I don't know if it's featured, but she's a Top Badge Kawaii's streamers feud on Wednesday at 10 p.m. So, catch a vibe, guys. Come see the show. Otherwise, come to the stream, come hang out. Come have a good time.
Yes, I'm coming. I'm favoriting. I'm coming. Pause. And I'm checking you out. And I better see a dance, because I'm going to make you mad so that you can shake it off.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Make sure you hit Mirage Monet. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your Sunday, Mirage. Thank you.
Lovely.
Yes, you guys, if you're not just joining, this is On Your Glow with me, Tantric Lover. That was Mirage Monet. Shout out to the top 3 gifters of my stream. Shout out to John. Shout out to Token Jewish. I still can't say that name. And shout out to Black Adam and Eve. You guys make sure you hit them with a favorite. Yes, definitely hit her with a favorite. Thank you guys so much. Is my next guest here? He is. Hooray. Hooray.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, she's black. I have not seen. First of all, don't do that again. I'm so sorry. She looked like me. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Meet Me. I love that. That was awesome. Thank you so much, John. That was great. That was awesome. I haven't gotten that gift in a long time, so I didn't know she was black now. Hi Mark. How are you?
I'm doing
Happy
fantastic.
Sunday. Sorry about that. I lost my professionalism. John, don't do that. But let's jump right into it. Tell me, Mark, I saw you on Streamers TMZ recently too, so we're gonna talk about that a little bit too. But tell me how you like to show yourself some self-care, aka own your glow.
Kind of like tell my wife, clean my face. Pretty much. But she has a whole routine for me that she's been, I've always had an issue with acne growing up. It was a struggle for a long, long time. And I'm starting to get it now that I'm in my 40s, which is kind of interesting, late, but I'm getting a hold of it. She does a good thing for me. Like she gets a lot of good stuff that's been working for me. And I would like to explain it a little bit. She spent this whole time while you were talking. I'm like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to explain this stuff. So she was trying to tell me all the stuff that she.
Well, first of all, shout out to your wife. I'm sure she's in the background listening right now. Shout out to her. So yeah, let's go through it. Let's hear what you got going on.
So check it
because
out.
honestly, I just want to say something. One, kudos to your wife. Two, I love a man who has a self-care routine, because a lot of times men don't think that men should have self-care routines. And honestly, having a skin routine as a man only makes you more attractive, to be honest. So shout out to her for instilling and forcing you to create a routine for yourself. So let's hear it, because I know a lot of men are curious.
All right, so check this out. It's interesting. Is the brand that you have, okay? So it's Anua. It's for cleaning.
We love it. I actually have that.
This thing right here is very fresh. It feels very fresh. It feels very good on my face. It does its job, obviously. If y'all see, I think I'm like glowing a little bit. My wife just did this for me last night. And
is that the deep pore? Is that the deep pore cleanser?
Yes, it is. It's the deep pore cleanser. All right, it looks really good. It is not. My problem is that in the past, deep pore cleansers used to dry me up, and then instead of helping me, it just made me break out even worse. This one is like it's kind of like moisturizing and cleansing at the same time. But just in case if it dries me up, check this out. Now we have the snail mucin. Snail mucin is insanely great. I mean, it feels fresh in your face. It's sticky as all life, but it does something. It kind of like seals up your pores for you. It kind of grabs, and that was my biggest problem with my acne, is that everybody's like, you got big pores, and for years I was told that there's nothing I could do about it. So
the Koreans have answered all of our problems.
Yo, the snail mucin, bro. The smell. Yo, listen, guys, look at this. This is like the good stuff. It's like the sticky stuff. Like, the snail mucin, it may look nasty and stuff, may look like certain things that shouldn't be in a man's face, but it works.
Shout out to you getting that snail mucus on your face, child. We love to see it.
Snail mucin, bro. Yo, don't tell me that. She's like, get that mucus. I'm like, no. Is that what you doing to me, baby? You putting mucus on me?
Yes.
Yes.
Also, just a quick PSA for your wife and for you. Tell her to try out the salmon or squid semen. I think this is salmon semen. This is also by Anua. It's the PDRN.
Babe, do not put semen on my face.
It's already in my
head. Nope. She says already in her Amazon cart. Baby, do not put semen on my face.
Get into it. If you want, you can check out my Amazon storefront. You guys will love it there. I promise you. And yeah, I love that you're already on the pathway. She knows. You'll know.
My wife said this is the important part. This is a very important piece to the puzzle. It's called peptides. Okay. peptides are skin boosters. What they do is they pretty much give you more of your glow. Yes, 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 yes. You know what I mean? It gives you your glow back. It's so after this and all that, you know, you need moisturizing. You need something to revitalize your skin. You know, you need something to revitalize after being scrubbed. You need something to give you some, I guess, revitalizing those pores. Don't stress out your pores. Okay, if you have acne issues, the problem is not a lot of the time is just that you irritate your pores or you either clog your pores. You know what I mean? Keep your pores clean. If your face is not sweating, there's a problem. Okay?
I love that. I love that you said that because a lot of times people are scared of sweat. People are scared of, you know, like, you know, oh, like, but you're absolutely right. Sweating out pores or sweating, excuse me, is you releasing the toxins and honestly it keeps you young. So it's really, really important to not put all that Botox in your face, at least not when you're like, if you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Because Botox definitely puts it like a gate up against you sweating and it ages you faster, even though you think that it's helping you, right?
The thing is that a lot of people don't want to be sweaty, and I get it. I understand. People don't want to be sitting there looking like all the little sweaty platelets in the nose. Everybody wants to put things to seal you up. A lot of people use a lot of different products to kind of seal you up, like Nineveh, whatever that stuff is. Nineveh, whatever that thing, that blue bottle that smells like vapor rub, kind of like that stuff. Nineveh is not the best thing. You know, I used to use it a lot.
Nivea.
Nivea, yeah, Nivea.
It's actually really clogging. You're absolutely right.
You're actually, well, you're right. You see, what you're actually doing is you're clogging, especially if you're a person like me that has big pores, as they say, you're clogging them, especially right after you clean your face. The worst thing you can do is not let your pores breathe. So I had to learn that. I used to think I was doing the right thing, you know, because I'm not sweating. I look good in pictures. I'm not shiny. But in the reality is you sweat and you're supposed to be shiny and you're supposed to actually, you know, wipe that down and pat it down. Don't clog yourself. Pat it down, get that oil off your face. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen a cup when there's a water in it, there's oil on the top? So when you sweat, what it does, it keeps the oil on the top. If you just let it dry back on, you're messing up. You gotta keep a towel, keep something on you. These are things that I've learned in my routine to stop me from breaking out. You know what I mean? I want to look good for my woman, you know?
I love that.
But this is another thing. Again, just like the snail mucin, you know, just like the peptides, just like these things, I also use, again, revitalizing your skin. So it's very important for the vitamin C. Vitamin C is important. It goes step by step, guys. You got to do things, and there's a process. You got to make sure that this stuff is dry first. You got to make sure that all of this is dry, that your face has been, you know, cleansed, dried.
Everything is absorbed.
You see, it's all a process. Revitalize, and then you add some vitamins. Why? Because you strip yourself of vitamins when you clean with certain things. So if you're already stripping it, and you need to strip it, but you need to revitalize it. Okay. So just to me, I know I'm talking a lot. I don't want to be saying.
Go ahead.
This is something that's my wife started using as of lately. What is it called?
That is Beauty of Joseon's Rice Skin Glow.
Rice Skin Glow. And I'm gonna be honest with you, at first I was like, yo, this sticky stuff is on my face and I don't like how it looks. You know what I mean? I was like this, she was just slapping it, it was like sticking and coming off. And I was like, kind of like, yo, stop slapping my face, yo. Was this crazy? Like, are you taking advantage of me? Because I'm letting you touch my face. And she's like, no, baby, it's that new stuff. You're gonna love it. It's gonna make you glow. And you know what? She was right.
I love that. I love that.
It's in Asian languages, but it's so good.
I have that. I have that.
So good, man.
Love that. I have that. That's so funny.
Okay, so everybody understand.
Don't
seal your pores, but if you have the right stuff, you can kind of seal your skin without sealing your pores. So this is like a breathable seal for what you already did. So all that hard work you just did, you don't want to end up being greasy an hour later. Get some of this. It'll keep you cool. It'll keep you sweating, but it'll roll right off. And more importantly, it seals your skin, not your pores.
And it allows you to radiate, like it allows you to glow. So when you wake up, take a nap, or you do whatever, you come back, you're like, holy moly, my skin looks it looks different. It will, and it happens in the first use. So I love that she made you do it, but now you've gotten into it. I could feel the passion coming
No
from you.
filter, no filter. Just saying, no filter. And then let alone, yo, let me get back. I'm not gonna, I went in on my skin, right? But check this out. I'm gonna be really real with you. I found these things. My wife bought it for my daughter, right? And it didn't work for her hair. It didn't work for her hair. And I said, yo, let me get that. Let me get these and let me try them because usually, that brand does good for my hair, right? So I would like to say, Dove Repair. I'm gonna be honest. And look. I usually use other stuff, and I tried it because I know I would have never probably went and bought these. I'm not gonna lie. It says damage therapy, right? Mm-hmm. And my daughter did not like it. My wife said, "Child, just throw them out. Don't use." I said, "Nah, give me those. I'll use them." I use these Dove Intensive Repair, the conditioner and the shampoo. And guys, this is how my hair looks just with wetting it and just using the conditioner. The conditioner is insane. It feels cleansed. I don't wash my hair on an everyday basis because it'll dry out. I make sure to keep my head clean. Now, if I do some crazy stuff, yeah, I'm gonna comb it out. I'm gonna clean it a little bit. But I've learned that if I wet my hair too often, it doesn't do good for my scalp. I have very, very sensitive scalp. Dandruff was something, again, that I dealt with. I couldn't wear black, but you see, Merck wears black hair all the time now, So, yeah.
I love that. Listen, okay, so let me unpack some things for you, or help unpack some things for us. So how long have you been using the Dove Care, and what are the major differences you've noticed in your hair?
Okay, number one, the shampoo is you know how a lot of shampoos you have to put a lot to get in your hair, and you have to when you have a lot of hair, you use a lot of shampoo, dude. That's just me. I have a lot of hair and I use a lot of shampoo to like really feel like I got in there, right? It's very thick. I don't know what it is, but I only use like a couple of squirts and I get my whole head, and it kind of feels like I'm not putting so much on my head. I don't like chemicals. I don't like putting all this stuff on my body. I like going the natural way. But with this, I don't have to put a lot in my head and not feel weird about it, at least internally. But I don't know. It obviously gets all the oil out, because once I'm done like this, even if I don't use the moisturizer, it will still be nice and moisturized. So it still cleans and moisturizes at the same time. And then when I use the actual, the damage therapy moisturizer, the conditioner, the conditioner per se, it's real good. It is meant to like wash off and leave on a little bit. So it's kind of like a leave-in, but you kind of wash it off, but you kind of like leave it, and you make sure that wash it all the way off. And then all I do is just dry my head, put it backwards, make a part, and then just let it dry, and it turns out like this. I'm sorry, but this is pretty phenomenal.
No,
that's easy.
You look great. Listen, one thing I enjoy is when, specifically, like I said, because a lot of men don't feel like self-care or skincare, hair care routines it's feminine, right? So when they finally do find products that speak to them, and then they engage in this transformational journey, it's really, really a beautiful thing. So, like, again, shout out to your wife, because you wouldn't have done it had it not been for her.
Whoa. I need to correct you on that.
We already know that she forced you into skincare routine.
No, she did not force me.
No.
She does it.
She what?
She does it for me. It's a difference.
Oh, okay. But
I want to say this. Masculinity cares about how you look. Masculinity cares about how you present yourself. Masculinity is sharp. Masculinity wears things like this. Masculinity is proper, respectful, a gentleman. So, the reality is masculinity is taking care of yourself. The reason dudes are not doing this because they got away from their masculinity.
Deep. That's deep. You guys, if you're now just joining, we're coming to almost the closing of my show. This is Own Your Glow with me, Tantric Lover, your host. I have Merk in the box. I've never met Merk. I've seen him on Streamers TMZ, but you know what? You come with a lot of personality. I love that. Make sure you hit him with a favorite. We've talked skincare, we've talked hair care, we've talked masculinity, which I love that. Honestly, I do believe that if you are truly masculine, that you would care about how you are perceived and how you are presenting yourself to society. So that was a very, very deep thing for you to say right there. Do you have anything else that you want to share in regards to owning your glow or showing yourself some self-care?
If you don't like something about yourself, you could change it. But if it's something you cannot change, you got to accept it and know the beauties between the lines. You know, the reality is that you are beautiful, and you have to learn to love yourself, because who else is? You know, you have to go day in, day out, looking at you. So if you're not learning to love yourself, what are you doing?
That's super deep. I love that. You guys make sure you hit Merk with a fave. Merk, what you got going on in your stream right now?
Oh, shenanigans. I usually do a lot of verses, guys. I do a lot of verses. I talk some junk sometimes. I don't allow people to play with me. I'm a grown man, you know. So
thank you.
So you know, I'm very outspoken, but I'm incredibly talented. I am incredibly intelligent. I don't like saying it because I don't want to sound dumb. But the reality is the reality. If you want to find out how smart I am, come check me. You want to debate me? Be ready. And I just say that. God bless you. Jesus is the most important thing in my life. You know, he took me out of many things. I could have been gone, not here, but because of his love and his mercy, I'm here, and I love him for that. So that reason, I love you.
I appreciate that, and I love you too. Thank you so much for taking the time to be on my show and share some of your Sunday with me. I wish you the best Sunday. I hope you have an amazing day. Shout out to you and your wife for taking the time to do this with us today. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. You guys, if you're now just tuning in, make sure you hit Merk with a fave. Make sure you hit my other guest, Mirage Monet, with a fave. Hit me with a fave while you're doing it. Hit the top 3 gifters of the stream.
I had you favorited, by the way.
Hit John with a fave. Hit Token Jewish with a fave, as well as I'm not saying that name, but hit the 3rd gifter of the stream with a fave. Thank you so much.
Out of this box. Let me get.
You guys, this is On Your Glow with me, Tantric Lover. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys being here each and every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. It's been such an amazing show. Shout out to my 2 amazing guests. I have truly, truly enjoyed this episode because honestly, every Sunday, every week is always such a different energy and such a beautiful guests that come in. Shout out to everyone keeping it very cute in the comments. Shout out to everyone keeping it cute in the comments. Shout out to my bouncers. Shout out to my 2 amazing admin. Again, if you would like to be a guest on Self-Care Sundays, aka Own Your Glow, make sure you send me a message. You can reach out to my admins, Jazzy Got Options and Emoji J. We would love to have you. We're always looking for guests. Again, I always like to end my show with a little reminder of self-care is not selfish. It's very important. It's very important to take the time, as Merk, as well as Mirage Monet both spoke on. It's very important for you guys to take the time to love yourself, love on yourself, because if you do not love yourself or love on yourself, nobody else will. So it's really, really important to be more intentional with yourself, as well as the 4 pillars of wellness. Definitely check me out. Make sure you hit me with a favorite here, hit me with a favorite on my Instagram, and check out my Amazon storefront. You will see a lot of the products I've been using, a lot of the products that Merk has been using on there. And yeah, it's just fun. If you have any questions, definitely hit me up too, because I love talking about any form of wellness. Yeah, and I really appreciate you guys doing this with me each and every Sunday. I will see you next week, Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. My birthday is coming up, okay, in 2 weeks. So I may not be here for the weekend after my birthday, but I will be here for the weekend of my birthday, okay? Thank you so much. You guys have an amazing rest of your Sunday. I will be right back so we can finish my skincare with me. So if you guys want to come hang out with me, that would be amazing. But I will be right back. And yeah, I'll see you next week, Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Bye, guys.